You're listening to a Barefoot Lawyer Reports on China presentation on the history of human rights abuses in modern communist China. To listen to other parts of this series, check the links in the description.
Another thing, the business situation got worse. At that time, Zhu Rongji was the premier.
What did the premier do, Guangcheng?
In fact, the premier in mainland China does not have a lot of power. Usually, the Communist Party just allows them to do the business about China. So of course.
So mostly like economic policy?
Economic like that. He wanted to make China better.
Okay.
He wanted to push democracy in China. But, the party chairman, Jiang Zemin, tried to keep him out of politics.
Right, just focus on business, right?
Focus on business. So, at that time, 1998, the internet grew a little. And if you use the phone call, very, very expensive. If you call someone in foreign country, 1 minute costs to more than $1. In mainland China, if you call each other, very expensive too.
Right.
So the Communist Party controlled the communications, and the people asked them to become cheaper and cheaper. Of course, Zhu Rongji wanted it to become cheaper and cheaper, but Jiang Zemin disagreed. And I still remember that year, 1998, one journalist from Hong Kong, her name is Wu Xiaoli. When the CCP opened the journalists to ask them questions after the big conventions, Wu Xiaoli said, okay, I want to ask you one question about Chinese people. If I call you from Hong Kong, I have to pay more than $1 per minute. But if I call Washington, D.C. To talk with President Clinton, I just spent 80 cents.
Right.
At that time, some people did not just believe what the CCP said. The Chinese people started awakening. And another thing is about Hong Kong. Since Tiananmen Square happened, a lot of Hong Kong understood the Communist Party will get Hong Kong back. People were very scared about this, and they prepared to move to another country. And of course, the CCP gives them a lot of promises. Deng Xiaoping still there. Deng Xiaoping said, we will not change any policy in the future 50 years. Maybe after 50 years, Hong Kong people can choose. They can choose if they want to keep the democracy system, the rule of law system, like that. And of course, some people still try to protect the Hong Kong's situation.
Right.
The freedom of speech, the rule of law, like that. Radio Free had an office in Hong Kong, and the journalists work there and call a lot to mainland China to tell them they should use the law to protect their rights, like that. So that was very helpful too. So the Communist Party didn't want Hong Kong to do that. So at that time, the CCP prepared a lot of people come from mainland China and move to Hong Kong to live there. To try to influence Hong Kong's media.
Wow.
At that time they start.
Wow.
But
around what year you said? Like 1990?
1990, in fact, 1995.
They think ahead a lot. Wow.
They did that while Britain still control Hong Kong.
Wow.
And of course, in 1997, England had to give to Hong Kong to mainland China, right?
Right.
After that, the CCP prepared to influence Hong Kong more and more. Even 2000, China tried to create a new law to control Hong Kong. Yeah. But at the time, more than 500,000 people went to the street to do the big protest. So the CCP stopped that. But the CCP didn't stop to influence Hong Kong. You can see 2 years ago, the CCP created a new law in Hong Kong now.
Right. It was 2022, right?
Yeah, 2022 or 2021. Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
Yeah, like
Just
that.
for people listening in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. In fact, the same law, but maybe they just change a name.
So the same law they tried to implement in 2003?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah. But at that time, a lot of people stand up to protest, and the CCP not prepared yet in Hong Kong, so they couldn't control everything in Hong Kong there. They needed more time to do that.
Yeah, it took them almost 20 years, but they did it.
Yeah.
It's depressing, yeah.
So you can see, if the CCP wants to do something, they will prepare before, and they will spend a long time to do that. So you can see, in the US, we just think 4 years or 8 years ahead, not enough to oppose the CCP.
Right. They're thinking like decades in advance, right, Guangcheng?
Yes. I so want the US leaders to understand what the CCP is doing in the whole world.
Right.
Not just in mainland China, not just in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
In Europe, in the US, they will take us by surprise.
Right. Yep.
So now we should stand up. We should join hands together to protect our freedom life,
Yeah.
to protect our democracy, the rule of law, and the freedom of religions.
Yeah. Chen Guangcheng has recently published an article about the CCP's punishment of families of human rights activists in communist China. The article, on public discourse, is titled Zulian, Implication by Relation. The article can be found at humanrights.catholic.edu under our Research and Analyses page.